Before we get into the video, do not forget to like, comment and subscribe. Now, most people feel a firm affinity towards pets, especially cats or dogs. Right now we have a pet killer on the loose. 54-year-old Steve Bouquet, who worked as a security guard, was caught on camera making a sudden jerk movement into a kitten's body. Now, I know that sounds wrong, but effectively what he has done is stabbed the kitten to death. Steve Bouquet must have some twisted or perverse fantasies. After all, why would you take out a bladed weapon and plunge a sharp object into an animal? What gratification can you possibly get from the attack? So, in regards to the attack that happened between October 2018 and June 2019, numerous reports had come in detailing the attack and slaughters and butchery of cats, but police weren't able to ID the suspect. So one victim decided to set up a CCTV, and lo and behold, he caught the animal murderer, Steve Bouquet, red-handed. Now, in essence, Steve, aka the cat murderer, would make rounds in his local town of Brighton and target domestic cats and then stab them. Sometimes the cats would return home in grave condition and bleeding heavily. In some cases, pet owners would be able to get their cats to the vets in the nick of time, as was with the case with the pet owner Stuart Montgomery and his partner Agatha, whose kitten Hendrix was stabbed. Again, in the case of Hendrix, Steve Bouquet had got a knife and stabbed the small kitten in the side. Now, the blade actually went from one side right through to the other. Unfortunately, even though Hendrix was taken to the vets, the damage was too severe and the kitten did not survive. Now, amazingly, as Hendrix owners were cleaning the trail of blood from outside their property, they noticed CCTV cameras, and a chance conversation with a neighbour revealed that the neighbour's cat Hannah had been murdered a year prior, so he set up the CCTV. Now, when they watched the CCTV back, they found Steve Bouquet crouching down and petting the kitten Hendrix. Once he stroked the cat for a few minutes, he then reached into his rucksack, then made a sudden jerk movement. That was the moment they knew that he had stabbed the kitten in the side and made the blade go right through to the other side. The crazy thing about the whole situation was, once Steve had stabbed the kitten had fled into its home, and Steve would make more rounds and observe the house. He actually also saw the CCTV that had been set up. Now, once police arrested him, police found a criminal wearing the same rucksack that was recorded on CCTV, and after a quick search of the bag, police also found a multi-tool that had a 2.6-inch blade that still had the cat's DNA on the blade also. So, he was arrested on suspicion of causing criminal damage to a number of cats. He was also then arrested for possession of a knife. And after triangulating his phone signals on the day of the murders, police noted that Steve Bouquet was in the vicinity of the locations where the stabbings took place at the Pacific time frame also. 53-year-old Steve Bouquet is accused of stabbing a mammoth 16 pets, with 9 of them dying and 7 of them being seriously injured. Also at the trial, it was being watched by one observer who decided to carry a cat tote bag. Now, maybe that's just to mock the criminal, but who knows. Soon we're going to see posters and slogans that say justice for pets. Stay safe.